Behind me is a beautiful piece of digital art produced by a very talented Kenyan artist, Njung'e Wanjiru. I had the privilege of meeting Njung'e at a workshop organized by colleagues at Cambridge last week. The theme of the workshop was Seeds for Tomorrow, and over the 2 days of conversations, Njung'e produced this beautiful artwork that takes you on a journey through a cornfield. You will see the two hands opening a narrow path through the cornfield. And if you walk along this path, you will discover the people, the plants, and the policies to do with food and farming that were at the center of the discussion in the Seeds for Tomorrow workshop. So, why do we need to think about the seeds for tomorrow? And what is wrong with the seeds of today? Well, this point was made by several colleagues at the workshop, and it was made extremely powerfully. There are approximately 400,000 known plant species in the world. Out of these, approximately 30,000 are edible. The rest are either poisonous or are not suitable for human palate. Since the beginning of the agricultural revolution, around 11,000 years ago, when humans started to purposefully domesticate and cultivate certain species of food, thanks to archaeological and historical records, we know that approximately 7,000 plants have been cultivated, 3,000 of which have been grown for food. Now, let's fast forward to today's global food system. This is a system where we have intensified farming to grow more food, where crops are grown in bulk and in geographical areas that are suitable for their cultivation. So we have ended up with Ukraine as the breadbasket, or United States as the corn belt, or Thailand as the rice bowl of the world. These crops are then traded in commodity markets and their supply regulated by large global traders. In this globalized, trade centered food system, what we have done is that we have reduced the diversity of plants. Today, only 30 crops, as opposed to 3,000 historically grown for food, provide 95% of calories consumed in the world. Out of these, only 12 crops provide 75% calories, and only 4 crops, wheat, corn, rice, alongside sugarcane, which sweetens our food, provide 60% of our calories. So, from 3,000 potentially edible plants, we are now down to only three that provide the bulk of calories. So, what is happening to all the biodiversity, including the variety of species, the variety of cultivars, and the variety of genes that our distant ancestors have looked after in fields and farms around the world? Nigel Maxted, professor of plant genetic conservation at the University of Birmingham, suggests that there might be up to 60,000 wild relatives of crops still out there. These are the wild cousins, if you like, of the crops that we cultivate, and they often grow in conditions that are much harsher than the conditions where our crops are grown, whether it's the breadbasket or the corn belt or the rice bowl. Even more amazingly, there might be up to 20 million landraces of crops that have been bred and improved by our farming ancestors. These landraces are also suitable for cultivation in harsh conditions, but we are rapidly losing them because of the dominant food system today. When we think about the global environmental change and how that is reducing the agricultural yields, it is these wild cousins of our crops, or millions of land races, that can grow in harsh environmental conditions that we will need to turn to for help. And that is where we will find our seeds for tomorrow. Njung'e Wanjiru's path through that cornfield may one day take us there, but there's a lot of work to be done for the community of practice that this workshop in Cambridge last week has started.